The enticement of pristine beaches, ancient ruins, and vibrant cities has captivated the hearts of explorers and travelers for centuries. As the footprints of tourists have spread, numerous destinations, once celebrated for natural beauty and cultural richness, have faced the detrimental effects of over-tourism. Join Viewcation as we present once beautiful places that have been ruined by tourism. Maya Bay, Thailand. Maya Bay, with its stunningly clear waters, lush cliffs, and vibrant marine life, became a must-visit destination after being featured in the movie The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio in 2000. The bay, located on Phi Phi Leh Island in the Andaman Sea, was once a serene and relatively untouched paradise, offering breathtaking natural beauty and tranquility. But the cinematic exposure catapulted it to global fame, drawing in thousands of tourists daily, eager to experience the idyllic setting firsthand. The influx of boats and visitors led to significant environmental degradation, particularly to the coral reefs and local ecosystems. To mitigate this, Thai authorities decided to close Maya Bay to tourists in 2018, initiating a recovery program for the damaged ecosystems. The closure, initially meant to be temporary, has been extended indefinitely to allow the environment to heal and develop a sustainable plan for future tourism. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu, the iconic Incan city set high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, has long been a symbol of historical and archaeological wonder. Once a hidden and mystical site, shrouded in clouds and mystery, it's become one of the most recognized and visited tourist destinations globally. The site, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, has witnessed an overwhelming surge in tourist numbers, particularly after being named one of the new 7 wonders of the world in 2007. The foot traffic, reaching up to thousands per day, has raised concerns about the preservation of ancient ruins and the impact on the surrounding environment. In response, the Peruvian government has implemented various measures such as restricting visitor numbers, implementing timed entry tickets, and proposing alternative routes to alleviate the strain on the primary pathways throughout the site. Venice, Italy. Venice, the city of canals, has long been a romantic and cultural magnet for travelers worldwide. With its intricate network of canals, historic architecture, and rich cultural heritage, Venice was once a place where visitors could leisurely explore winding streets and enjoy gondola rides through its waterways. But the influx of tourists, particularly from cruise ships, has led to over-tourism, straining the city's infrastructure, environment, and the quality of life for its residents. The massive footfall has led to the deterioration of its historic sites, pollution of its canals, and a disruptive inflation of the local economy. In an effort to preserve the city, local authorities have taken steps like imposing tourist taxes, redirecting cruise ships away from the central areas, and launching campaigns to educate visitors on respectful and sustainable tourism practices. Santorini, Greece. Santorini, with its iconic whitewashed buildings, blue-domed churches, and stunning sunsets, has long been a sought-after destination for travelers looking for the quintessential Greek island experience. Once a tranquil haven offering breathtaking views of the Aegean Sea, it's become a hotspot for tourists, particularly during the summer months. The influx, partly driven by cruise ship visits and social media exposure, has placed a strain on the island's infrastructure and environment, and has also threatened the preservation of its charm and natural beauty. In response, the Greek government and local authorities have taken steps to manage the situation, such as capping the number of cruise ship visitors per day and promoting off-peak travel to distribute tourist numbers more evenly throughout the year. Galápagos Islands, Ecuador. The Galápagos Islands, an archipelago situated in the Pacific off the coast of Ecuador, have long been celebrated for their unique and diverse wildlife. Once a relatively secluded haven that inspired Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, the islands have become a magnet for tourists and biologists alike, eager to encounter its endemic species and explore its volcanic terrains. The influx of visitors, while economically beneficial, has raised alarms regarding the impact on the delicate ecosystems and the pressure on local resources. The introduction of non-native species, increased waste, and the potential disturbance to wildlife have all become points of concern. In response, the Ecuadorian government and local authorities have implemented various conservation and management strategies, such as strict regulations on visitor activities, enforcing quotas on tourist numbers, and establishing guidelines for responsible tourism to safeguard the archipelago's future. Mount Everest, Nepal, Tibet. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, has historically been a symbol of ultimate adventure and human endurance. Once a remote and revered giant, it's become increasingly accessible to climbers and tourists, resulting in a surge of expeditions and treks to its slopes. The influx of climbers has led to numerous issues, including safety concerns, pollution, and strain on local communities and environments. The accumulation of waste and the congestion of climbers, particularly in the death zone, have tarnished the majestic image of the peak. To address these issues, the governments of Nepal and China have taken measures like imposing stricter regulations on expeditions, initiating cleanup campaigns, and implementing guidelines to manage the flow and impact of tourists and climbers on the mountain and surrounding areas. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Angkor Wat, a stunning temple complex in Cambodia, has long captivated visitors with its architectural grandeur and historical significance. Once a symbol of the mighty Khmer Empire and later a serene testament to Cambodia's rich history, it has become a major tourist destination, attracting millions annually. The massive foot traffic has raised concerns regarding wear and tear of the ancient structures, potential damage to artifacts, and the overall impact on the site's preservation. In an effort to mitigate these impacts and preserve Angkor Wat for future generations, Cambodian authorities and international organizations have implemented various measures such as establishing visitor codes of conduct, undertaking restoration projects, and exploring strategies to manage tourist numbers and behaviors effectively. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dubrovnik, also referred to as the Pearl of the Adriatic, is a stunning Croatian city that has been bewitching travelers with its preserved medieval architecture, vibrant blue seas, and rich history. Once a serene spot that offered a blend of historic charm and coastal beauty, it has seen a significant surge in tourist numbers, particularly after being featured as a filming location in Game of Thrones. The influx of visitors, especially during summer, has led to concerns about the preservation of its historic sites, strain on local resources, and the overall quality of life for residents. In response, local authorities have taken various measures to manage the impact of tourism, such as implementing restrictions on the number of cruise ships allowed to dock, encouraging off-peak travel, and exploring strategies to promote sustainable and responsible tourism practices to protect the city's heritage and environment. Cinque Terre, Italy. Cinque Terre, a picturesque collection of 5 villages along the Italian Riviera, has been enchanting visitors with colorful houses, stunning coastal views, and authentic Italian charm. Once a tranquil destination where travelers could explore the rugged coastline and enjoy the local cuisine, it has seen a significant increase in tourist numbers, leading to concerns about the preservation of its natural and cultural landscapes. The influx of visitors, particularly during the peak summer months, has led to issues such as environmental degradation, strain on local resources, and concerns about the sustainability of its tourism model. In response, Italian authorities have taken steps to manage the impact of tourism, such as implementing a tourist cap, promoting off-peak travel, and developing strategies to encourage sustainable and responsible tourism practices. Now it's time to hear from you. Are you guilty of visiting these places and contributing to overcrowding? Let us know in the comments section below.